feel like your metabolism is working against you. That a moment on the lips has become a literal lifetime on your hips. Today, I am going to reveal the 3 steps that transformed my metabolism, allowing me to eat more and still stay fit at 52. And the last step, it's a game changer, so stick around till the end. You definitely don't want to miss these surprising tips that could really make a difference in your life. Ready to become a more vibrant version of yourself? Then let's get to it. Let's kick things off with the first way to speed up your metabolism. Once we reach age 40, retaining and increasing our muscle mass real estate is a must, given our muscle mass ratio slowly starts to decline as we settle into our wisdom years. Raise your hand if you thought muscle mass was just about having rounded shoulders, toned and defined legs, a booty with a little less bounce, and an unbig back.
Trying to unbig my back,
as the youngins say it. Having muscle mass can include those benefits because they are pretty fantastic. However, muscle mass is so much more. I've read and heard Dr. Gabrielle Lyon say, lack of sufficient healthy muscle mass tissue is the problem of so much of what is impeding our health. That our health problems come from being under-muscled.
We are not over-fat, but we are under-muscled as a society.
Would it shock you to hear that muscle mass requires more energy to maintain than fat cells?
Muscle is the organ of longevity.
Now that's good news for us on this side of 40, particularly if insulin sensitivity is a looming concern. By engaging in some type of strength training exercises, a minimum of 3 times a week, you should notice a dramatic improvement in your metabolism. Strength training gives us the opportunity to eat slightly more whole food, not ultra-processed food, days after exercising without our body and liver storing that added food as fat stores. You know, for times in case we have need of them later on. I am planning for many things in the future, except needing to have some 20, 40, or 80 pounds of excess meat. I've rented that facility, the fat storage facility, once already, and year after year, never needed nor wanted any of it. So why condition my body to act like a storage unit? Not only does muscle give us more eating room, having sufficient muscle mass positions our body to metabolize glucose from carbohydrates more efficiently, i.e. less blood sugar spikes and less sugar cravings. Now I know you want to know what types of exercises are making eating more a joy without a side of regret or a source of scale shame. You, my friend, have 3 options, and in truth, a variation of all of these options across your workouts for the week would be ideal. Option 1, body weight exercises like push-ups, squats, pull-ups, and lunges. Option 2, resistance band exercises where you are doing things like lateral raises, leg press, bicep curls, and of course, squats, the universal exercise with or without equipment. Option 3 includes dumbbells or free weight exercises for exercises like shoulder press, bicep curls, squats, and hip thrusts, just to name a few. I put together a playlist of workout videos that pretty much covers all of the options, including some seated strength training routines down in the description as well as above. Remember, more muscle mass can equate to a more active metabolism. The next big component to increasing our metabolism is nutrition. Nutrition has many important factors that you don't want to miss, nor fall under the assumption that some parts are optional, which is why I am presenting steps 2 and 3 as standalone, because they are literally, they stand alone. They work separately, but yet together. Bringing me to the second way we can give our metabolism a boost is to eat adequate calories with a higher intake of protein. Not having enough protein at any stage of life, and primarily over 40, can place us in a position to be more susceptible to feeling and having less strength for basic everyday tasks. I'm talking tasks like carrying groceries, walking up a flight of stairs. That includes getting up from the couch or chair. Inadequate amounts of protein can make it harder for us to keep our balance. Granted, in our 40s and 50s, we aren't really thinking about falling or the implications of falling. However, according to the National Institute of Health, our balance can begin to decline as early as our 40s and 50s. Did you know that? And not having enough protein actually slows down our metabolism, the very opposite of what we are hoping to achieve. To rev up our metabolism, the best types of protein to incorporate into our diets would be leaner cuts of protein: chicken, turkey, sardines, salmon, mackerel, tempeh, tofu, lentils, black beans, mung beans, and chickpeas. Just remember that if you are using legumes or beans as a source of protein, it is advisable to pair it with a food source that is rich in, let me see if I can get this word right. Give me a second. Methionine? Siri, pronounce this word for me.
Methionine.
Methionine. That is the one amino acids that legumes lack. And so it needs to be paired with that in order for it to become a complete protein. Methionine can be found in grains like wheat, rice. It's also found in corn, sesame seed, and pumpkin seeds. Oh, and please be mindful of eating enough fiber. Eating protein without enough fiber to assist it throughout the channel of digestion, that's gonna be wild. Now, I have done and eaten some things: green tea, spicy foods, drinking ice cold water, and fidgeting like a restless child in a church pew in my pursuits of trying to get my digestion to act right, to stop holding everything I ate hostage for hours on end. But you know, the one thing I didn't try, mainly because I didn't think it mattered: eating at regular times. As a Graze eating card holder, my eating habits were super random. If I walked past a bowl of fruit, container of nuts, or a dish of food on the stove, I felt obligated to take a sample. Surely those small nibbles here and there throughout the day were negligible and in no way contributors to my metabolism being less robust? Turns out I was wrong. Based on how many meals we plan to eat a day, 2, 3, 5, setting time blocks or time ranges for eating can help us get in touch with our body signs of true hunger, gives our digestion ample time to reset in between meals, prevents us from having massive shifts from fullness to hangry, turning us into the Cookie Monster. All of those are great for our metabolism. Plus, having time ranges for our meals serves as an easy entryway into eating in a slight calorie deficit and preventing unwanted weight gain. To give your metabolism the VIP treatment, watch this video playlist next for additional tips on eating in a slight calorie deficit with workouts to support your desired outcome of eating well, staying active.